Hello, my friends. My name is Tim Johnson. I want to talk very quickly today about a subject which I think affects all of us at some point in our lives, to different degrees, obviously. But I want to talk about anxiety, but particularly in relation to alcohol and using alcohol to ease anxiety. Something I used to do when I drank on a regular basis, and many millions of people do all across the world now. Anxiety is a massive subject, and I'm no expert or doctor, but I have done a lot of research on it because it is something I suffered from very badly for many years. It can be an absolutely debilitating condition. Fear, anxiety, worry can rob you of your life. It can make your life an absolute misery. Combine that with the symptoms of anxiety, extreme symptoms like panic attacks and all the things that come with that, then you can really feel like you're dying. It's as serious as that. And you have no life at all. But it is something that you can help yourself with first of all, seeing perhaps an expert, if you can be referred to an expert, and using things like cognitive therapy and all that sort of stuff. But I'll come on to a little bit more on that in a minute. Obviously, anxiety at the moment is at an all-time high with the situation around COVID and people's lives being disrupted in massive ways, losing jobs, having no money to survive, worry, losing loved ones, obviously. The stress and worry that comes with that is immense, causing all sorts of symptoms. And essentially, anxiety is our fight and flight system, harking back to the caveman days, jumping into operation. In those days, of course, without the worries of the modern world, they just hunt, it was hunter-gatherer time, and they used their fight and flight system to keep themselves alive, and as much as if they were being chased by a wild animal, then that system would kick in and their bodies would be flooded with chemicals, adrenaline, and everything that goes with that, to make their muscles and body, their heartbeat faster, and so they would be able to have the extra strength and power to escape what was attacking them. In the modern world, it's a different situation because we have all of this going on around us. But we're comfortable essentially. We don't have to go and hunt our food, etc. But our fight and flight system is still the same. So essentially, that's kicking in all the time when your anxiety is high, flooding your body with adrenaline and all sorts of other chemicals, which makes your heart beat faster, makes you sweat, makes you have palpitations, makes you anxious, nervous, fearful, all those things. I mean, that's a simplistic explanation, but that's what it is. There can be many, many other factors around anxiety as well, harking back to childhood. And, like I say, I'm no expert, but using alcohol to help ease anxiety is a paradox, basically. It does the absolute opposite. And for many, many years, I was one of the people who did that when I was drinking. If I felt worry or fear or anxiety or any of those horrible feelings, although I, wasn't unfortunate enough to suffer, I've had a panic attack in the past, but not regularly, but I still had constant worry and anxiety going on. And it was around many things. And I used to drink in excess all the time, basically, to cope with that, or to, I thought it would help me cope with that. And for a certain time, it blocks that out. And I'll explain why. Basically, what happens is that the alcohol depresses and sedates the nervous system. It will help you forget for a short time. It will ease that adrenaline for a short time. It sedates the nervous system from releasing those chemicals, etc. But if you drink regularly and hard and binge, and the next day when the alcohol starts to leave your system, your nervous system goes into absolute panic and overdrive. It floods the body with those chemicals which cause anxiety, particularly adrenaline, and which is why when you go into either withdrawal or you're hungover or whatever, that you sweat and you shake and you have palpitations and you feel massive worry and anxiety. It just exacerbates everything and makes things worse, just as it makes you more depressed. And basically, it's like a snowball rolling down a hill. The longer you do that for, and you're in that cycle for, the worse it gets, the worse your anxiety gets, the worse your depression gets. It's a circle, and you just keep going round and round in it. So that's that. And also, the reason you're vomiting and all the rest of it, your body's just trying to expel the poison that alcohol is, because that's what it is. We all know this, and I knew this when I was drinking. It didn't stop me. It does now, because I never want to go back to that. But you might as well just drink poison off a shelf, because your body is trying to kick it out as soon as it comes in. Anyway, anxiety, very quickly. I'm going to say the word now, meditation. Don't switch off, because many people, and it can mean many things, meditation, and it doesn't. Let me just tell you, dispel a myth now. It doesn't mean sitting on a prayer mat somewhere in a yoga position, bent double, do impossible breathing, with a gong going in the background for hours on end. That can be, there's all sorts of different types of meditation, and if you find it helps, you can progress to all those sorts of things, which are brilliant, because they are. But simple way to stop or to ease anxiety without having to resort to substances and pills and all the rest of it is to stop for a moment. And we all have time to stop for 2 to 5 minutes and breathe. And that means breathing through your nose for 5 seconds, holding your breath for 7 seconds, and out through your mouth again for 7 seconds. Slowly. And you do that with your eyes closed if you can. Breathe in 5 seconds, slowly through your nose. Hold 7 seconds. Out slowly through your mouth with a sigh. 7 seconds or longer if you can, until the breath is empty from your body. And with your eyes closed, you do that for 2 to 5 minutes. A minute, various times during the day when you're feeling anxious. And in fact, you'll find that you'll feel that relaxation going through your body. If you can, scan your body while you're doing it. Feel the tension and release it in the various parts of your body. See, that's meditation, without going into all the facets of it. Just one way there to ease anxiety. And of course, to eat properly. And of course, exercise and fresh air and moving your body all the time. And good supplementation. And watching your thoughts for those anxious thoughts creeping in. All these things will help. And seeing a professional is the main thing. Someone, if you're lucky enough to be able to get referred, doing something like cognitive therapy and understanding where those thoughts are coming from, that anxiety is coming from, whether it harps back to your past or your current situation, is key. Understanding a problem, whether it be alcoholism, anxiety, whatever that problem is, if you understand what's happening to your mind and your body, you're halfway to sorting it out and getting through it. So that's something I wanted to talk about. Please subscribe, like and share the videos. It just means more people can see them. They may help more people. Carpe Diem. Seize the day today. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.